there, friends. I am so glad that we meet again. I want to personally welcome you to Brilliant Heights. Brilliant Heights is a place where imaginations, they take flight. And little artists just like you get to dream big as we explore the world of creativity. I know. You're like, Miss A, what happened to your reading space? Don't worry, friends. We still have reading space here at Brilliant Heights. But guess what? There's just so much we get to explore here at Brilliant Heights. And we're going to take in consideration the ultimate creator who has purposed you with beauty, design, and the same ability to create just like him. Now, friends, this is so exciting. I have an activity sheet and a link in the description below. Ask mom, ask dad, or anybody to go print that sheet off for you so you could draw along with me. Ooh, that sounds so exciting. So go ahead, get your pencils, your paper, or if you just want plain paper, you can do that too. Yeah, that's fine. But let's go ahead and get started, and we're gonna go into Miss A's creative space, and I'll see you there. Okay, friends, here we are. We are going to start our first lesson, and it is all about lines. So, friends, I want you to make sure that if you have your paper that's printed off and it looks the same as mine, go ahead and place it before you. Miss A is going to use a red color pencil, but if you have a regular pencil, that's completely fine. We're going to go ahead and get started with our scripture. The scripture is Job. That's J-O-B. It's pronounced Job in the Bible. J-O-B 26, that's the chapter, verse 10. He marks out the horizon on the face of the waters for a boundary between light and darkness. I'm going to read that again. He marks out the horizon on the face of the waters for a boundary between light and darkness. So, friends, we're going to start with our very first line. So just for this example, I want you to take your index finger, which is your pointer finger right here, and I want you to put your finger on that light line down there. You should see a little dot. So you're going to put your finger right there on that side, and now you're just going to take that finger and you're going to rub it along to that other dot on the other side. Can you do it like so? Okay, friends. So now that you have done that, we have made what is known as a horizontal line that goes straight across. Now, Miss A is going to get her color pencil. She's going to hold it in her hand like this. I'm not going to press that hard. I'm going to start right here on this side where you see that dot, and I'm just going to go right across like so. So you've either done that with me or you could do that now. If you find that I'm going too fast, don't worry, go ahead and pause the video, catch up, and then you'll be able to continue to draw along with me. Now, the next line we're going to do is on this side. This one, it goes from the top down to the bottom. That's known as a vertical line. So what I would like you to do, we're going to start right up here at that little dot right there at the top. You're going to take your color pencil, your crayon, or your pencil, whatever you're using as your drawing tool. You're going to start at that dot there, and you're going to come all the way down. It's almost like connecting the dots. So there you have it, horizontal line, and then you just completed your vertical line. Woohoo, exciting. Now, friends, let's go ahead and move over to the next line. This next line that goes up and down and up and down. Ooh, that's fun. I wonder what that line is called. Do you know? It's called a wavy line, or like a wave. So I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to hold it in my hand, and I'm going to start from this end. And friends, if you want to watch me first, I'm going to go all the way to that end, or you can do it with me. All right, let's go. Ta-da! There we have completed our wavy line. Now, friends, we got another little fun line that's right below it. the fun line that's also going in the direction as the wavy line, which is the same direction as the horizontal line. This one is known as the zigzag line. So it goes up and down and up and down, and it creates this repeating direction in same length of lines. It's called a zigzag line. So let's go ahead, let's get our pencil ready. We're gonna start from the left and we're gonna go all the way over to the right. Let's go. There we go. We've completed our zigzag line. Now, friends, we have just a few more lines to go. This next line, you've probably seen it before or heard it in school where it says, cut along the dotted lines. This is known as a dotted line or a dashed line. So I want you to go ahead and take a look at the lighter color line here. And you're going to see little marks in between white spaces that just shows the breaks in the line. So we're gonna do this one just a little bit different. So you can watch me first if you want, or you can do it on your own and pause the video. All right, let's go. This might take a little bit longer, so there's no need to rush. Just make sure it's not one continuous line. We're breaking it up into little marks in the same direction, the same length, the same pattern. Ta-da! There's your dashed line or your dotted line. You could call it either or. Now, friends, that leaves us with two more lines, okay? So next we have this next line, and it's in the direction of a horizontal line that we talked about up there. And then we have this thicker line, which is in the same direction as the horizontal line. So we have one that's smaller, just a little bit smaller. Then we have one that's thicker, just a little bit wider like that. This is known as a thin line. This is known as a thick line. And sometimes we put it together as in a thin and thick line, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the lessons. Now, friends, let's go ahead and let's do the thin line first, and then we'll turn around and do the thick line. So for the thin line, what Miss A is going to do, she's going to take her pencil and she's going to make sure the tip of her pencil is on the paper like so. Okay, so you see how I'm holding it? So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to start from the left and I'm going to go over to the right, just like that. And I've created or made my thin line. Now, friends, the only difference that Miss A is going to do for this thick line right here, she's going to turn her pencil. She's gonna hold it like this. So it's gonna look a little funny. It might feel a little funny. This time she's gonna make sure that this being the paper, that the pencil lies flat along the paper, like so. So I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna position my body in a way where I can lay the pencil flat down, and you see the lid? I'm gonna hold the lid. I'm not gonna do it too much pressure, but I'm gonna go right along there. Oh, and friends, it's made a thicker line. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker just so you can see it. And sometimes you can kind of go back and forth, just like that. There we go. So we've created our horizontal line, our vertical line, our wavy line, our zigzag line, our dashed line or dotted line, our thin line, and our thick line. Great work! You've completed all about lines. I look forward to talking about more lines next time. That was amazing, wasn't it? You had the opportunity to start with the very basics of drawing. And with the very basics of drawing, it all starts with a line. Isn't that spectacular? We learned so many different lines. Like, for instance, if you follow my finger, what line is this? What line is that? It's called a horizontal line. Great. Let's try another one. What line is this? What line is this? It's called a diagonal line. Okay, let's try one more. What line is this? What line is this? It's called a zigzag line. Great work, friends. So I hope you have that in mind and that you enjoy our time together. I look forward to seeing you next time. But before you go, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Brilliant Heights so we can explore the world of creativity together. I'll see you soon.